Yes, Mr. Waters. Yes, Judge. My name is John Waters. This is Gemma O'Doherty, my fellow applicant.
Yes.
Judge, in relation to the public has been prevented from entering the court. Article 34 of the Constitution of Ireland says that justice shall be administered in courts established by law by judges appointed in the manner provided by this Constitution, and save in such special and limited circumstances as may be prescribed by law, shall be administered in public.
Yes.
I wonder, can you tell us what law you're using?
Did you bring me a copy of the Constitution? Have you got a copy of the Constitution? I can't use yours, Mr. Waters, in the circumstances.
We can lend it to you momentarily.
Just a moment. Well, of course, this is being administered in public, Mr. Waters.
Yes.
Yes, because the press are here, I understand. Is that right? Yes, Mr. I see.
I would not accept, Judge, that the press represent an adequate fulfilment of the requirements of the Constitution.
Not only that, Mr. Waters, every single word we speak in this court is being recorded on digital audio recording system.
And where will that be published?
Well, it can be made public if you wish. If you want a copy of the DAR of this proceeding, I'll probably facilitate you. It's a digital audio recording. Every single word we speak in this courtroom.
I don't think that's the point. I beg your pardon.
Is recorded, Mr. Waters.
I don't think that the point is that we would have a copy. I mean, the public are entitled to walk in and hear justice carried out and to observe justice, because justice which happens in private is not justice.
It's not in private, Mr. Waters. That's my point to you. We have a bona fide member of the press here to observe what is going on.
Judge,
there's guidelines issued by the Chief Justice and the presidents of all the courts that it is appropriate for judges in cases where they consider it necessary to comply with the obligation that justice be administered in public by means of allowing only bona fide members of the press to be present in court. That's the current situation, Mr. Waters.
Well, to put on record, Judge, that if this hearing was to last for 3 hours, that would amount to over 300,000 words.
So?
The press, with the best will in the world, will not publish probably more than 500.
And Judge, we would like to put on the record that we believe the members of the press here are representing organizations that are biased. They are not in favor of the public interest. We do not contend in any way or agree with you that any members of the press present here will be in any way objective in their coverage of this hearing. And to suggest that the DAR is sufficient means this is after the event. Now, we know
it's not after the event. It is recording as we speak,
Mr. We know that it is a fundamental tenet of our democracy. The Irish people own these courts.
Yes.
And there are people outside who traveled from every corner of this country to be here today, Judge. And I would ask you to please allow them access. We can organize a social distancing. They are the people who pay all of your salaries here today, not ours. We are here voluntarily. We do not have any salary. But I am asking you that you are their servants. They are your masters, and that you allow them access to this court, Judge.
Well, Miss Doherty, say there were 1,000 people outside and they couldn't all fit in. Would I have to move to the convention centre to hear the case?
Well, I mean, if we were...
Would I?
But Judge, can we reach a compromise?
Miss Doherty, I've actually ruled on this. There are restrictions in place. I am satisfied that this hearing is being conducted in public, and there is, as I keep saying, a word-for-word recording of everything that is said in this court.
Okay.
I note your objection to the press.
Could we agree, Judge, that a sample representative come in?
I'm complying with the guidance given by the Chief
They're not
Justice
social distancing there.
And the presidents of the courts.
They're not.
I'm sorry?
They're not social distancing.
Who?
The people behind, members of An Garda Síochána.
Bad boys, what you gonna do?
So the rules aren't...
Well, they look to be 6 feet apart to me from where I'm observing.
But you could facilitate other people in here. You could facilitate other members of the public who own this courtroom.
Yes, but you see, other people have to use this courtroom as well, Miss Doherty. So the risk of contamination of the courtroom by the presence of numbers of people is something that I have to consider. So I'm satisfied.
Okay.
Now, I've made my order. Let's go on, please.
Judge, Could you return my copy of Bunracht na hÉireann to me, please?
Certainly.
Thank you very much.